Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Progressive Model School Main Campus, Class 7, Subject Science. This video is about the chapter number 9, Movement of Substances. In this video, we will cover page number 87 to 88 of the chapter Movement of Substances. Today we learn transportation of substances in plants, kinds of plants, vascular bundle, its function, xylem, phloem, and transpiration. Transport system in plant. How are food and water carried in plant? The food is prepared by the leaves. How the prepared food is reached to the other plant, and how minerals and water absorbed by the roots need to reach the leaves where they can be used. The food is transferred to the other parts of the plant, and the minerals that are absorbed by the roots, how to reach the leaves. These are the activities which need transportation system. So plant need transportation system to carry out these activities, that is transport of water and minerals to the leaves and food from leaves to the other parts of the plant. Students, there are different types of plant and transportation system is different in as the type of plant. Let us discuss the different type of plants. Classify these plants into three categories. Number 1 is herbs, second one is shrubs, and third is trees. Herbs. Herbs are those plants which are very small in size. Best example are grass. Second one is shrubs, are medium size, not too small, not too big. One example of shrub is a rose plant. It is not huge or big as tree. Third type of plant is trees. Trees are the huge plant. Example of trees are mango tree and apple tree, etc. Now we discuss these in detail. Herbs. Short height is most important in herbs. They have green and soft stems. When we look those plants, their stems are very tender and soft. They do not have brown stem at all. Generally, they do not have branches. Look at the wheat crop in the field. How they look like. Maize, wheat are the examples of herbs. They have short height. They have green and soft stem. They may not have branches. Now we discuss about shrubs. When it comes to shrubs, there are medium size, not too short, not too tall. They have hard, woody, thin stem. Stem can be brown in color as they can be hard. This is China rose. In the above picture, its stem is woody and brown in color. It is quite strong. Similarly, you look at the rose plant. Its stem is sometimes green or may be sometimes it is brown. This is also hard and woody. Here the branches are seen toward the base of the stem. So as the plant grows, you've seen more and more branches toward the base. So some example of shrubs are rose, China rose, jasmine and tulsi. Trees. Now we are discuss trees. Trees are like they are huge. Then we talk about them. They are very tall. They have strong, thick brown stem. In case of shrubs, they have thin stem, but here they have thick stem. Look at the picture of the main stem. It is quite thick. And branches coming out of them are also thick. Branches are many and towards the upper part of the stem. These plants spread over a large area, so there are many branches. And that's how they expand. Some of common example of trees are these plants spread over a large area, so there are many branches, and that's how they expand. Some of common example of these trees are coconut tree, mango tree and apple tree. So the transportation system is little bit different in various types of plant, but the basic is the same in all types of plant. Food, water and mineral flow through the pipeline formed by the tissues. Tissues are the group of cells that perform specific tasks. Water is transport medium, that is, water carries the mineral as the plant do not have blood like us. As we know, the roots absorb water and minerals from the soil, and the pipeline which is used to transport waters to the leaf is made of special tissue called xylem. And the tissue which are used to transport food to the other parts of the plant is called phloem. You can look xylem and phloem cells or tubes in the picture. These tubes that are transport tissues, xylem and phloem, are also altogether called vascular bundle. They have got different functions. Let us discuss their function. Xylem. Xylem is an important plant tissue that carries water and mineral salt from root to leaves. It consists of bundles of pipes running along the main axis of stems and root. The process of water transport through the xylem is known as conduction. The movement of water through the xylem is unidirectional, that means it moves upward. Now let us perform an experiment to understand the functioning of xylem. Cut a herb with a white flower. Place the stem inside the beaker half filled with water. Now put a few drops of red ink in the water and stir it. Keep it undisturbed and watch what happens to the next day. The next day you will see the few red lines appear in stem and flower. Why? It is because the red water rose to the pipeline of the xylem tissue in the stem to reach the flower. So we see the xylem tissue cell form a continuous network channel to connect the root to the leaves, to the stem and the branches. Thus, water is transported to the leaves. Now, question arises here is, how do roots absorb water from the soil? To understand this by a common experiment, take a large potato, peel its skin and cut it into two halves. Now make a deep and hollow cavity and put it into one half in water and mark the solution by a pin. Keep it untouched for 2 hours. What we see? Water level rises inside the potato cavity. How does this happen? Water travels from one cell to another cell and enters the cavity inside the potato. This is the same way that the plant water enter into the xylem from the root hair to the other cell. Root hair absorb water from the soil and minerals that is in the dissolved form enters into the roots. The water and dissolved mineral can move from one cell to another and reach the xylem tissue. Now the question is, how is food transported to all parts of the plant? Well, the prepared food by the leaves, which is all the parts of the plant, through the pipeline made of special tissue which are called phloem. Just like the xylem tissue, phloem tissue also forms the continuous pipeline to transport the food to all parts of the plant. This is bidirectional, that is, moves from upward direction and moves from downward direction. So now you know the xylem transport water and mineral from the roots to the leaves, and phloem transport food from the leaves to all the other parts of the plant. Now we discuss how water rises up in the xylem tissue and how can the water from the root reach even the leaves of very tall tree. Water rises up the xylem tissue. Xylem form a continuous network of channels that connect the root to the leaves through the stem and the branches. Students, you know leaves release water. How? Water evaporates through the stomata present on the surface of the leaves by the process of transpiration. This evaporation of water from the leaves generates a suction pull or an upward pull, and water rises from the or an up to the xylem to make a further lost water. So the water absorbed to the root through the upward pull because of the loss of water in the leaves through the transpiration process. You know this upward pull is just like the upward pull which will make the drink rise with the straw. When we drink any cold drink or juice to the straw, when you suck the drink through the straw, the upper part of the liquid enters into your mouth and more drink enters into the straw to fill up the empty place. We suck drink out of the straw to the mouth, then the straw is empty. When we suck, drink rises to fill up the emptiness in the straw. And this is how we are able to using straw. This is the same process in the plants. that the plants absorb water to the roots through the upward pull because of the loss of water in the leaves through the stomata. This process is called transpiration process. Please subscribe our YouTube channel for more videos related to your course. This really helpful for your studies. Click on the subscribe button and click on the bell icon also. Thank you for watching this video.